Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing a tier list of all the brand new Festival of Champions cards that dropped today in NBA 2K25 My Team. Basically going through and talking about which ones are really good, which ones are really bad, and then which ones are worth trying to get. Based on, I mean, some of the guys in S tier obviously are going to be very unattainable cards. So some of those guys just aren't worth trying to get, but they're great cards. So we're going to include them regardless. That being said, before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Richard Jefferson's the first card on this list, and he's really good to the point where I think he's borderline S. I'm not sure he's actually S, though. He's very close. He is a very good card, though. He's got nice animations all the way around. Stats and batters are extremely complete. He's got really good animations. What looks to be a super solid jumper as well, that Muscala base with Oscar upper. It's the same exact jumper that Nikola Jokic has, which is really, really nice. So I'm going to give him S for now, and I might move him down if I need to, but I think that's what we're going to do for now. Zaza's C tier. He's a good salary cap big. He's got decent size. He's big. He's going to be able to shoot the ball a bit. He's not horribly slow. I think he's the best of the diamonds. I mean, 6'11", 7'3" wingspan, 89 speed, solid, okay shooter, good finisher, good defender, solid card for a diamond. Although I will say default big upper's not very good. Default big upper just got moved to D tier. I'm sorry. I think Zaza just got moved down because of that upper. KG S tier. I mean, he's one of the 2 or 3 best small forwards in the game. The card's absolutely nasty. He looks as elite as Giannis. Very similar to Giannis. Better legend badges, obviously, but everything else pretty much looks the same size-wise and stuff. He's going to be one of the best small forwards in the game for sure. He's just not worth spending $2,000 to get. You know what I mean? Kenny Smith jumper is terrible. He's easily D tier. He is not good at all. Would not recommend Kenny Smith. That is a card I don't even really have to spend any time on because I don't think he's good at all. Michael Porter Jr. Very solid card. But the honest truth is he's not unbelievably spectacular. There's nothing about this MPJ card that makes me go, oh yeah, you need him. He's 6'10" with a 7-foot wingspan. He's got really good stats and batters. That's great. His jumper's not very quick, and it's a good shot. Pro 2 fade. Sigs are pretty good. Kemba escape tray behind the back. He's a very solid card. He does a lot of things well. Super good. That being said, Tyrese Thomas is not that much worse, and another opal from this drop, also not that much worse. He's not jump off the page spectacular in my opinion. And it's funny that Robert Horry is right behind him because Robert Horry is that card that I'm talking about. That's the thing. You look at Michael Porter Jr., Robert Horry's jumper is just as good. He's 6'10" with a 7 wingspan, so he's got just as much size, and he's a high-level versatile defender and a great slasher himself. Really good jumper, Pro 2 fade, D-book dribble style, tray escape, Francis size up. Now he doesn't have the behind the back, but he's got the size up, which MPJ doesn't have. Yes, the stats and batters aren't quite as good. Sure, MPJ is probably a slightly better card, but not by a significant amount. I think they're both A tier, and I think they're both very good, but for me, Horry is like, he's kind of a no-brainer almost, I feel like, considering the way that all the other, I mean, how much more attainable he is in all honesty, and how good he is. J.R. Smith. Jumper's not that spectacular. He has his own base with Cam Christie upper, I think is the change to his jumper, which isn't like, I don't believe, bad. It's the same upper. It's not a bad upper. Jody makes that a good jumper. And it's going to make his shot better, and his SIGs are really good besides behind the back. Everything else is great. Pro 2 fade. But the honest truth is I look at this card, and for how expensive he is especially, I just don't see a point in really getting him. He's good, but he's not unbelievable. I feel like he's also A tier. Like, I think pretty much most of the invincible point guards are probably better than him in all honesty. Not all of them, but at least the 6'6" and taller invincible point guards. JJ Barea is 5'11". Moving on. Cedric Maxwell, S tier. He's better than Richard Jefferson. I think he's literally just a better RJ, although they're very similar cards. They're both elite cards with quality movement who have good jump shots, Pro 2 fade. Like, they're both really good. Cedi, I think, is a little bit better because he's an inch taller, and I think his SIGs are a little tiny bit more complete. But in general, they're basically the same card. They provide very similar things on the court, and I think they're both extremely high-level options at their position. Next up, he's going to be Channing Frye, who's probably C tier. He has his own jumper still, which isn't amazing. He's a good card, I guess. I mean, he's 89 speed. He's a great shooter. He's a pretty good dunker, quality defender, and the jumper's not bad. Pro 2 fade, rest dribble style, Kemba escape. I mean, again, I think he's pretty good. I think he's better than Zaza, but I don't look at him and go, with the jumper that I don't think is spectacular, I don't think he's higher than C. Jerry West is 6'3". I get he's 100 overall. He's just not that big, to be totally honest. I think his movement is pretty good. He's got Garland, Francis, Curry, Kawhi, Pro 2, really good jumper. His animations are nice. He's a really good card for a short PG, and I'd say his player build's a little bigger than your average 6'3" point guard. I will give him that. He's probably not C. Low B for Jerry West. Derek Fisher, terrible jumper, undersized. No. Definitely not interested in that card. Next up, Paul Pierce. A as well, maybe he's S. He's as good as Richard Jefferson and Cedric Maxwell is. I think he's S. I'm fine with that. I don't mind putting him in the S tier. That feels pretty reasonable to me. I don't think he's worth getting either, but he is 6'7" with 6'10" wingspan. Awesome stats and badges. And a good jumper, Pro 2 Fade, Garland, Francis, Kemba, Trey. He's a great card. He's not worth getting. I'd much rather just run Seti and Richard Jefferson in terms of just like overall value that you're getting for the cards. But in general, I do think he's still a very solid card, and I think he does deserve to be S tier, even if I don't personally think that he's actually worth using. JoJo White, probably C tier. He's also 6'3". He's fine, but he's certainly nothing spectacular realistically. He's not a card that I personally think is anything close to a must-have. Shannon Brown, he's an athletic PG. He's like 6'4". He's a great slasher. Not a bad card for the Diamonds. I mean, it's 94 speed, 93 ball, 98 driving dunk. The defense just isn't there though. That's the thing. Defense is pretty mid. Jumper looks super nice. Garland, Kemba isn't bad. Pro 2 Fade. I mean, he looks decent. I'd say he's probably better than all the D tiers. So I'll give him C tier. I don't think I'd go higher than that, but I think I'll give him C tier. Ibaka's A tier to me. Not a card, again, that I think is a must-have, especially considering we already have the Miles Turners of the world, and we have obviously Tim Duncan from last season. People have, of course, you'll know what I mean. Like, I just think it goes on. Willis Reed from this season as well is a similar story. There's just a lot of power forwards people already have. So a guy like Ibaka, who's a great card, isn't must have at all, is basically my point. He looks pretty good though. And I think he's A tier. I just don't think he's S. Glenn Davis, legitimately solid. Good jumper, good size at small forward, well-rounded stats and badges. He's a super solid card. I don't think he's A tier, but I definitely don't think he's lower than B either. I think he's a very, very solid option who can play at a pretty high level for a pink diamond card. Dwayne Wade, I do think he's S tier. That being said, he is 6'4" at point guard. If you spend $1,000 to get this card, you're a psycho. I don't care about all 99 stats and every single badge. Not to mention, he's got Patty Mills-based Oscar Upper. He's like worse. I feel like he's probably worse than Vince Carter. He's like a 2 inches shorter Vince Carter. I changed my mind, especially for his price. He's A tier. I don't care. Danny Green, awesome 3-and-D budget card. Really good shooting guard option. He's not going to be unbelievable off the dribble, but he's going to be able to do some stuff off the dribble, and he is an awesome offensive card. Does provide a lot of value across the board. I think he's really good, and I think he's one of the best budget cards in this drop. And then Cowens, who I am going to put in S tier, does, I feel like, feel fair. He's a top 5 small forward in the game. He moves really good. His jumper's very, very nice. He's a top tier card. He's really, really solid. I wouldn't call him unbelievably spectacular must have. In fact, I'd say Pettit from last drop was better. KG's better. Giannis is better. LeBron, the 100 overall, is probably better, to be totally honest. But at the same time, this is a really good card. I think he has to be S tier. So with that being said, that is the entire drop. I would personally say the guys you should really be targeting are Seti and Richard Jefferson, as well as Robert Horry, Danny Green, and that's probably about it in terms of guys who are really worth trying to get, because everybody else is just going to cost you too much money. It's not really worth it, in my opinion. While the 100 overalls are fine, they're not must-have make or break cards by any means in this festival. So with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.